Hi there, it's KC from KC's Man Cave Mechanics. I know I've not posted for a while, but I've been busy doing other things, unfortunately. But I have been able to spend some time on the beautiful 1800S Volvo. And as you can probably see from this, the axle is back in. I welded up the chassis, if you remember, from having to fit a new captive nut for this little bit here. For that particular bit there actually, and since then all new links. I've totally refurbished rear axle, new springs, new bump stops, not the original ones, but I found these online. I thought they were quite natty being yellow. They fitted beautifully, so I've got those. There are new rubbers at the top and bottom of the springs. I've refurbished the top hat, and as you can see, cleaned it up and de-rusted it and got rid of everything, all the gums. I've kept the straps because actually they were okay, and you know, I want to keep it as original as possible. And I thought, well, you can get new ones, but why change it when there's nothing wrong? What was interesting about the turret there for the bump stop is that the other side, and I'll go over there, the other side was actually rotten. I hadn't realised before, so I've actually had to fabricate a new one and weld it into place, and actually it was very successful. I'm very pleased with it. So I'm up here now. I'm actually stood where the fuel tank normally sits, so you can see the axle's in, new tie rod. Bit more cleaning up under here. I'm going to Dynatrol it at some point. But one of the reasons I've not been online for a while is I'm actually in the throes of looking to move house, so that's kind of taking precedence at the minute. Like a lot of you, I've got a boss indoors that's pushing me to do things, and so I've had to really push to get this back onto the axle, because I need to get the brakes fitted on, well, the back plates fitted on and the wheels back on, because it needs to be mobile, because it looks like if I move house I'm going to have to push it on a trailer to do this. But the great thing about doing the axle was buying this piece of kit, which is a very simple it's like a scissor lift, but it's meant for a motorbike, and I've mounted it on a very cheap trolley. I think I bought that one online, but you can get them such as Aldi, other shops are available. And then what I did was I made, out of scraps of decking material, I made a little dolly look with V's in it, and the axle sat beautifully on that, and working the lift and the dolly together means that 67-year-old me has managed to put the axle back in on his own without doing any lifting, and more importantly without doing any damage to myself. So the next thing is now to get the back plates back on, get the wheels back on, and have it mobile, and then I can lower it down and maybe do some bits on the inside while I'm waiting for the house to sell. Anybody wants to buy a house, it's online, by the way. I'm not going to tell you the address because that wouldn't be right. I've not touched the front axle yet. I was going to do that, but the house move has kind of taken precedence. So that's where we are for now, but stay tuned please. Thank you for those of you that are watching. Everything helps, and any feedback you want to give, tick it if you like it, or give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down if you don't like it. Please make suggestions if there's things you want me to do, things you don't want me to do, things you don't like, things you like. All good feedback. And any advice on anybody that's done this before, but hopefully this beautiful looking car will be back on the road one day, I'm hoping. So tune in. Thank you very much. Bye.